Well, oh my goodness, why is that so fuzzy? My other monitor, I think, is having some issues. For some reason, it's set to auto, and it went to 144. There we go. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Tony Wallow, or in my case, good afternoon. But in your case, good morning. Good to see you. How was your weekend? I'm guessing Oceanside. Saying go, good morning, good afternoon. I think you're good afternoon. I believe you're east of me, if my memory serves me correctly. I tossed on the thumbnail a project that's still going on. The idea was proposed to me to take Doug Betts and Garth from Wayne's World and morph one into the other and vice versa. So far, that's where I've got. It's quite time consuming. I have this one here too. That was one of my ways I was trying to get it to work, and then this was another one of the ways I was trying to get it to work. And this one's kind of getting there, although this is Garth's eyeballs and Garth's face on Doug. I just put all that over Doug with Doug's forehead without the hair. And then I don't know if I saved. I didn't want to go into Photoshop, but I guess I have to. I should have put Photoshop on here. Let me see. Can I open? Does this give me a list of things to open? Because what I ended up doing, I think it's this one. Yeah, I got this one up here for reference, and then I'm messing around with. I got Doug's eyes in there. I got a little bit right here that's off. It might be a little too big. I got a little bit right here that's off, and I was trying to clone the skin tones in. I just kept running into problems with that. And then the other one I had was, I think it's this one. Yeah, I took a picture of him and I masked out his hair so I could move that, like if I wanted to grab this. Oops, I keep forgetting. You gotta actually bring it in and then you can bring it down, but that's obviously too big. So that's where that stands. Right now it's being looked upon with other eyes. Yeah, I don't care about that. It's going to be no, that's fine. So what I wanted to talk about today, this morning, this afternoon, I've got a little bit of time on my hands before I have to take her to work. Wrong one. I need to get me one of them button gizmo things like Doug has got, and then go from there. Oh, that's the right one, just the wrong things on there. So I have a Prime account, so I've got Amazon Photos, and they say it's unlimited. I was scanning through here earlier today, and I don't know how often it uploads or if I have to upload it. Apparently it only goes back to the beginning, which is weird because I've had Prime about 6 months now, and the only one that has anything on there is from the 31st of a year ago. Well, there's Senior Stout. Somehow that got on Amazon Photos, so that's cool. So what I wanted to look at, there we go. I wanted to look at figuring out how to download some of these so that I can incorporate them into the new project that I have going on. And the new project I have going on is simply going to be threefold. More than likely, it will be in here. I want to check something here. I'm just going to open up a new one. Go set it. I don't know why I'm stuck on 30 frames per second, but I just am. It seems to work best for me. And I'm going to go make sure I'm up to date, which I'm sure I am. Yeah, 17.4.1. I just got that yesterday, so we're good to go there. So what I want to do is I want to do 3 projects ongoing at the same time. And I'm going to start at the beginning, obviously, and I'm going to go into titles, and it's just going to be plain text, and it's going to be Anna Bell Stout, and then I don't know if I want to go with 12/24/2018 or if I want to go with December 24, 2018. I can't make up my mind which one I want to do, but that'll be the start of that one. And then I will then take and, wow, where did I go? I will then take and do another one over here, and it will be Valerie, Sophia, Stout, and I just wonder if I can copy and paste. Okay, good. So basic computering works in here too, or what I call basic computering. And then obviously I'm not doing it all in the same one. There'll be 3 different projects, but I can go ahead and set this up now and grab the last one and go into it. And this is going to be Matthew Amadeus Stout. Can't use the same date because he was born 12/31/2019, and I'll figure out which one of those I want to use for that. And then lastly but not leastly, and I know I'll mess this one up, so I'll have 4 when it's all said and done. She was born this year, but I can't. Her birthday's forward and backwards is the same, so I can't remember how that is. I think it's 2/21/2021, maybe. No, that can't be right. I don't know. I have to get with my son. It sounds horrible. I don't remember her birth date. And I'm sure I've got it written down somewhere. But there's the basics of what I want to do. And then obviously I'll put these in individual, whatever you want to call it. And then take a picture from their birth. This is going to be real time consuming, and obviously we'll not be live streaming this at all, but take a picture from their birth. I don't think I can get the media from the internet now. In fact, I know I can't. So I'm going to have to go in and go through like there's R. I could use one of these, so I'm just going to use this one as an example. And then if this was on hers, then we could throw it on top here. Put that over there, and that's going to take precedent. If we move this on top, then move that away, then that might work a little bit. Or I can do it here, go down here and grab my effect that I like, and then it'll put it, maybe not. I should have put it up here in the corner. I don't know why it didn't. Shows that it's there. And I'll change the background. I may go in there and put a large, wow, it shows that it's there, but it didn't show up. Is that because, why didn't it show up? Uh-oh. And I shut DaVinci Resolve down again. Oh, that's good. It finally caught up. It's there. Why is it not showing up here? Oh, there it is. It just took a minute. So then I'd have to either move it around uh, down here or put it in the background somehow. I don't know. I've got to give it a lot of thought. Okay, so I'm clearly on the text. So I can make the text bigger or smaller. And my best friend Control Z. I can move this up and down, just basic stuff. I don't know yet. Really don't. But that's what I've got. I've been working on this now for about 3 weeks, in addition to the screensaver. So back to the description. If anyone joins and wants to do a Zoom, let me know. I can start Zoom and put it in the description, and then we can do the 90-minute or the 90-minute thing if 2 or more people join, or unlimited if not. So I saw earlier today. I like this picture right here. Oh wow! I would love to have pictures of my great grandfather. I would incorporate them into something. There's just so much that you can do with this. Hang on 1 second. Let me jump over to here. So now you get to see how messed up my hair is, and I can't really do the right side because something's happened to my shoulder, and every time I get to about there, that's it. This is no new concept by any means. People have been doing photo collages, frames with a million different pictures in it. This is just more or less catching up to 2021, and it's going to be electronic. That's all it is. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm not trying to do anything that hasn't already been thought of. I can't even claim fame to, oh, this is a brilliant idea I came up with, because it's not. Oh, wow, artifacts from his Michigan college days. I would try to get the photographs preserved somehow. It's the simplest way to preserve them is just take a picture of them. I've got pictures of pictures that I've gotten from when my kids were little, that if I could get a hold of the originals, I would convert them to digital somehow. There are people that do that in the world, and I'd look into that. But I would clearly, hold on 1 second, I gotta turn my fan on. The heater's running because Mrs. Ken is a little chilly, so the heater's up and running. But yeah, I would clearly try to get them preserved one way or the other. I mean, take a picture, put them on electronic, put them on the computer. I don't know. I just thought this idea would be something that, you know, the good Lord willing, I live long enough to see them get into their teens and their early 20s, maybe even their early 30s. I mean, if I get into their early 30s, I'd be 90. Who knows what my mind would be then, but I just think it would be good at some point in time to say, okay, look, girls, here, this is from day one to current status or current condition. What at current status is a wrong way of putting it, but that's still the military. And current conditions is the wrong way of putting it. It's just a thought, just an idea. So I'm going to jump back over to here. This is where the buttons would come in handy, because instead of having to jump over here, I could just press a button and it would do it for me automatically. So I like this picture here. I'm going to see if I click on it. Oh, I can download it, so I'm going to download it. And it saves it as a JPEG. I don't know why it changed the view. Yep, that's good to go. So now I could, and you can see where the time consumed is going to come in, because I'll have to go in and, like, I want this picture and I like that picture, and I think I already have this picture somewhere. In fact, I know I have practically all these pictures somewhere, but I'm going to like this, because I can go back and look. Now, it didn't load in all of these for some reason, and I'm not sure why. RM, good afternoon. What if you know his name and don't mind putting it in the chat room, saying go? I'll do some research. I really enjoy looking things up and trying to discover things. So I got all that I want. Yeah, you could scan it if you've got a scanner. So I'm going to download those 3. I'm kind of curious as to why this doesn't load the rest of these in. The last one is of Maddie. I mean, there's clearly pictures there. There it goes. There it loaded them in. Maybe it just needed refreshed. There's Mrs. K, sound asleep, doing what she does best. There's going to be the future WNBA player right there. I could get the video, it's 2 minutes long. So we know with Amazon it works just fine. And this is where it will get real interesting, because on my phone I'm sharing, or my son is sharing his Google I don't know if it's google.com/photos or what. Let's see what this brings up. Oh, you know what? I might do this a different way. Let me try this a different way. Let me go into let me think about how I want to do this. There should be a way. I was thinking, isn't there? Oh yeah, right here maybe. So I want to go into photos. These are okay. Yeah, these are already on my shared. This is from my son, and he's sharing with him. So there's going to be, but like this one right here. I just wonder if this will tell me what I want to know. I'm looking for a date. I don't see a date. Probably is, I just don't see it. And then here's pictures that I didn't even realize were on here. This is from our condo in San Diego. You guys hear me talk about my fish tanks all the time. This was my 110-gallon fish tank, and there's fish, little fish in there. I don't know if this goes forward. There's my 50 or my 90-gallon. That was a 90-gallon all-in-one. The filtration's behind it, and there were fish in there as well. The condo, that's where it all started. And then my golf montage of me on the right, her on the left, and the ever popular and famous, oh, you can't expand that, that's interesting, hole-in-one that I've had one. We went with this teal, bluish, greenish, which was kind of neat. I enjoyed doing it. And then if you'll look right down here, you'll see we put a wallpaper trim around it. That was fun. This was kind of ugly when we got it. The counter was all going berserkly nuts, and just we decided to go with this color. There's a good picture of the wallpaper. So anyway, obviously now, how do I get out of this? I gotta go back one. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna start downloading from here, but he's got 3 of them. He's got all 3 kids. What the world did that do? I thought I clicked on that picture. That's a terrible picture. It's got my reflection in it. And this, I believe, that was at the condo because I can tell by the floor. Dates are on the right, top right pick above the gallery. Okay, so this was, okay, so I should be able to go, well, this was taken January 23rd, but I believe it's all of the pictures. I'm wanting to find out where this specific picture was taken. I mean, I know who it is, but I don't see the date. That's my youngest granddaughter. I can tell by that. So this was taken January 23rd. So maybe her birthday's January 21. No, that wouldn't work either. I can never figure that out. Because he sent me a message one day and he said, oh, her birthday's the same forward and backward. I'm going to go ahead and grab that while I'm here. Can I not download it from here? Other options? Oh yeah, I can download it. Cool. Then I've got to figure out how to get into the different folders. This is one I started. But he's got 3 different ones on for the children, for the kids. My octagon take, that too was in the condo. Again, I can tell by the floor. And that was literally out in the middle of the floor, but it worked well there. I thought there was some pictures in here. That should be a video. No, I guess it's a still picture. Yes, that is me. And that was from 2013 when I was playing golf quite regularly. This was a facility where my wife worked. It's set up on top of a hill and you could overlook the valley. I just thought that was a neat picture. In fact, we used to go up here for the, July 4th because you could see all the fireworks, both the city and the non-official ones. So I'm going to have to figure out how to go into, okay, I guess sharing. Yeah, see, only one is showing up, and I know there's 2 other ones. So this is the shared one. And there, we're good to go on that. So now I'm going to have to contact him and find out why the other 2 are not there. They're on my phone. And I think if I go to Google dot, gotta think about this a minute. App. You know what? Why think about it? I'll just go to the phone and get the doggone thing. Kind of silly not to. Of course, it'll take me a minute to find that. So how's everybody's Monday going? Like I'm on Zoom and I can hear you guys talking. I've done 2 walks outside today. This morning it was really nice. The sun was out. There was a little bit of wind. I've got 2 projects I need to get done. I need to get the walkway done for the male people. And I need to get the chicken coop either re-wrapped with the tarps that I have, or I've got to lift up my shed about 18 to 24 inches so I can get in there and then do the bottom so the chickens can't get out. Put some nest in there and run a light in there. But it was brought to my attention that I may or may not have to have that inspected, and I don't know, and right now I'm kind of drawing a blank as to where I would need to go to find that out. Just like I'm drawing a blank on trying to find, but I thought for sure it saved that stuff in your history. Good. Tony said his money's going fine, and RM says he's being lazy, messing with the computers a little bit. Yeah, this is what I mess with the computers every day with, and I mean every day, 2, 3, 4 times a day. I go in here and I check this. It says this window can run Windows 11. Great news, your PC meets the minimum required for Windows 11. Specific timing for when it will be offered can vary as we get it ready for you. That scares me. Then learn about Windows 11 and check out device specifications. I don't have the thing that Doug posted where you can turn it off to not get it. because I'll clearly click on that. I don't want it. I don't want it until November 1st, 2025. A quail incubator. You're going to raise quails? Are you going to raise them for consumption, or raise them to just have them on your farm? I do this at least twice a day. First thing in the morning, and then a couple times in the afternoon, and then right before I go to bed, because I don't want to wake up one morning and have Windows 11 on my computer. And my other machine, it's not even eligible to do that yet, and that's okay with me too. So bear with me a moment. I'm trying to find, here we go. So it's called, let's try this. Go back to Internet. It is called app.goo.gl. Let's see what that brings up. Oh, there's an error. Now I know this works because I've done it. Unless I did something wrong here. It's app. I'm looking right at it on the phone. Let me see what happens if I bring this up on the phone. If it goes to a web browser. No, it goes to the folder. Oh, maybe he finally got the settings, because it looks like a lot of these are duplicated from the other one. I'll have to call him tonight and ask him. Although there's a couple new ones on there. So it says app.goo.gl. That's what I put in, and that didn't work. I wonder if I put in Google. I get this a lot, and then it pops up, so I'm going to give it a second. Oh, you're trying to catch a falcon. Oh, that would be cool. Make sure you get a really, what do they call that glove? The falconer's glove. I guess their talons have are really sharp. Speaking of talons, I'm going to show you something here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go to there for right now. Just for a second. Hey, crazy, come here. Oh, that's not good. Okay. And then I'll go to here. And wait for it to pop up. Not going here. So, this is a new addition that was outside our house Saturday morning when we got up to go to Indiana bright and early before the sun came up. And the funny thing is my wife was like, "Oh, I keep hearing a cat." I'm like, "No, you're hearing the chickens." And she goes, "No, I hear a cat." And sometimes my hearing's horrible anyway, so I can't hear anything. And oh, shut up. As soon as I walk out the door, there is a kitten. So we named her Hollow because we found her on the day before Halloween. And Hollow is a Filipino dessert dish. Ice, fruits, heavy whipping cream. It's really good. The old me, the non-diabetic me, really liked it. Then Saturday when we got back, we went and bought a little bit of cat food, some kitty litter and all that. And we're not going to go full bore for a while, even if we do, because we want to make sure no little kids lost her or his kitten in the neighborhood. So I've been asking around, and so far nobody said anything. So I woke up this morning to this little thing right here nibbling on my toes. It was crazy. And no matter what, it would not, I didn't harm it in any way, but I shooed it out of the way. It's real playful. I don't know how old it is. I'm probably going to, if we get to that point in time, we're going to take her down and get her checked out by a vet. I gave her a shower or a bath yesterday, which we broadcasted live on Facebook, and boy, did that go. It really went okay. It really went real good. She did fight a little bit, but And then I got a hold of Catherine Anna Hasselman last night because of her cat rescues that she's got going on, and she provided me with a lot of good information on what to do and what not to do. So now there's a bed to my right, so don't think what I'm getting ready to do is animal cruelty by no means, because I'll take her like this, lands on her feet. Do not report me to the PCAA, CSP, ACC, or whatever that organization is. I would say it's probably close to that. It's got a little bit of size on it. It does eat. It ate quite well. So yeah, I'll do all this later. I like that picture too. I've just got to figure out how to get to the other ones. Does this show properties? No, it just shows inspect. But that was what I wanted to learn today. It was actually quite easier than I thought, and I've made 4 comments. These are all from me. Well, actually, I guess not. Huh. I'll have to take my laptop. Well, I don't have my laptop anymore. I sent it to Las Vegas. I'll just have to use his laptop, I guess. Have him teach me on that. So there's 3 of these. There's Matt. Is there more over here? No, there's not. So that'll go well, because he's got pictures on there. And just so that's pretty quick today. I mean, that's actually real quick. You can see right there, there's Matthew, Yanabelle, and Valerie. And that's pretty neat. You get up here, it starts reflecting the shades from my right instead of the shades that are right in front of me. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So now we'll open up the phone lines. Anybody's got anything on their mind? Remember those days when you had a radio show you listened to, and they would open up the phone lines? I think those days are gone. Although I did listen to a radio station Saturday out of Terre Haute, Indiana, that played all kind of rock and roll from the 70s, 80s, 90s. They had some decent music. And then, let's see, I showed you the Doug thing. Not really much going on. I'm looking into a graphics card, only because I can lock DaVinci Resolve up, and research shows that it's because the built-in graphics unit processor, graphics processor on the processor gets overwhelmed, so that it just does what it knows what to do, and that is to shut down. And I'll get a graphics card and solve that. I don't want to get anything super elaborate. I mean, spend a little now so I don't have to upgrade it later, or spend a little now and then upgrade it later. I mean, that's just kind of what I got to balance it out. Of course, it's holidays are coming up, so this is not going to happen anytime soon unless my kids come through, and I told them, I said, get together and pull your money together and get me a graphics card. I posted what I use for Windows 10. Do you want to post it in the chat room, RM? If you do, I'll make you a moderator, and you'll be able to post what you use. I don't see anything. So, Sangoat says, get a used GPU. It's been considered, but I'm just afraid of getting a used GPU, of what the repercussions would be on that. And I honestly don't know if that would be a good or a bad thing. I might get something that was heavily used for Bitcoin mining. And okay, so RM is saying it shows that he posted it. Let me jump over here. So from the beginning, we've got Tony, Sangoat, RM chiming in. Tony, it says, I got it set to only get security updates. Okay. And then after, is that the one you're talking about where it you've got your security updates to get only security updates. I thought maybe it was a link or something. That's my mistake. Go over here for a moment. Internet's really quick. I guess at 12:52 in the afternoon, there's nothing going on. Uh-oh, I got something from Welcome to Medicare. That's got to be a scam. That is from GCGPLPK Kim something, so clearly that's not. This is an advertisement, not all insurance, so it's from an insurance agency. Delete. Okay, so let's go over here and go. Okay, now you should be able to put a link or post in the chat room with no issues. I just made you a moderator, so that should solve that problem. And I'll go back to this one and monitor chat over on the other monitor I got going on. Try to go into C drive, delete an old downloaded history and updates, and restart again. So, hey Gary, welcome in. I know it's afternoon where you're at, so good afternoon to you. You on lunch break? Going to the vice president privilege of I'm leaving a half a day early. Lunch break, okay. So he did post it. There it is. I'll go check that out later. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I'm guessing yes to lunch break. No, I know you didn't leave early. I know that. That was just my odd attempt at trying to be funny on this Monday afternoon. He also has a YouTube channel that's very good. Somebody else I can get subscribed to once I check it out. So I have, I'm thinking how I want to do this. This is what, downloads? Yeah, that's my downloads. Oh, that puts it in a zip file? Oh, good to know. My sister finally let us know something that we knew about 2 weeks ago. You got there at 5:30 in the morning, and those days are long gone for me. The only time I get up at 5 is when Lorna's got to work at 6. And then I take her to work and I go right back to bed. I did get up early this morning because I've got 2 projects joining us late. I need to get the walkway finished for the mail people, and that's going to be involved. I got to put the bricks down, I got to move the steps, I got to put down the underlayment for the ground cover so the grass doesn't grow up, and then I got to put the steps back in and fill it in with gravel. And probably the one that's going to take place first is I've got to get the chickens coop either rewrapped with my tarps to knock the cold and the wind down, or build my empty shed that's out there that's roughly the same size as the coop, except it's only about, I'm 6'4", and it comes up to my nose, so I'm going to say it's about 5 feet tall, maybe 5'4" at the very most, and I want to raise it about 24 inches off the ground. That'll give me plenty of height, plus it'll give the birds area to roost up on the top. And I don't really know which one I'm going to go. I'm going to do. Blackwatch, good afternoon. A 2-day lunch. Did you go out of town for it, or did you stay local? So as I said earlier in the stream, if anybody wants to do a Zoom session, let me know. I can put the link. I can start Zoom and put the link in the notes, and then it'll be unlimited for 2 people and limited to 90 minutes for 3 people, but we know a workaround around that works out pretty good. If you're just joining us, I did figure out how to download from Amazon and Google to work on my new project and add to my existing project. And the new project is simply going to be, I'm going to have 4 of them. I'm going to start from the beginning of their name, their birth date, and I haven't decided on if I want to go with numerical or the second style, December 24, 2018. Sure, I could go in there and be grammatically correct. And why is this not switching over? And put the little comma in here. Sure, wouldn't want to be wrong on anything, so it doesn't matter to me. Then obviously the next one. No. We don't go month, day, year. That's so confusing. Who does that? A lunch bucket. Huh. Yeah, Germany, when I was stationed there, they do some things that are a little bit backwards to what we are used to. So, you know, to cover all bases, I guess I could go in there and put it in there 14 different ways to Sunday, and then people will be confused. And the whole point of this is, so I did add a picture here. I'm going to get pictures from when they were first born, and as the years go by, I'm going to add to it. So it's going to be an ongoing thing. And like I said, clearly I'd like to give it to them for their, maybe their teenage years or their 16th birthday or graduation, or, you know, if I'm around at 90 years old, their 30th birthday or something like that. I don't really know at what point in time that'll happen. I just think that'd be something pretty cool. And again, this is nothing new. This has been going on. You see all the time people do it with still pictures. I'm just kind of catching it up to the 21st or 22nd century, whichever we're in right now. I have to excuse myself for one quick second, so I'm going to put the old globe on. Go ahead and talk amongst yourself about me in chat. Make sure to retract him so I can't see what it was. You need to read this and tell me what your thoughts are on this. It's from my sister. You need to read here. I'll bring it up. So you need to start here and read both of those and then tell me your thoughts on that. You probably could hear me. I should have muted the microphone. Oh, nobody talked about me. Cool. I don't see no retractions. So that's what I've got going on. And obviously I will I've got some thoughts in here. Do I want to save that? Sure. No, I don't want to save that. Nah, do I want to save it or not? Go to local C drive, Windows software distribution, download, then delete everything in the folder. Oh, that's what I was going to show you guys. I'll do that first. Yeah, whatever. Train clock, 1 o'clock. You learn to block it out. I'm going to wait until the disturbance goes away. There we go. So these 2 folders right here on top, $, Windows, whatever, squiggly mark BT, and $, Windows, squiggly mark WS. Do I need those? And then $, reagent. Do I need those? Although this was just 2 weeks ago on the 13th. This was back in July when I first built the machine. They're probably not taking up much space. They're little. But do I need them? I mean, I just don't like to have things on the computer I don't need. And I don't know. And I may or may not get lambasted later for not knowing. And I don't really want to do a live thing with Doug to find out if I can ask in here. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. What's inside them? You know, I don't know. This says Panther setup platform.ini, and in Panther there is XML files, a text document, setup pack log. Yeah, I can read that. And it's about the motherboard, obviously. It's from manufacturers ASUS, firmware types UEFI. This is way above my pay grade. Oh, those are all in blue. Does that come through? I'm clearly not going to click on any of those, although there's a text document there. I bet it's the same thing, just in blue. Yeah, it looks a little different. So I don't know. I mean, it's been on my mind for a while. I just have not done anything. And the scratch folder in this one's empty, and I think I have show hidden files clicked. Yeah, so I don't know. One of these days I'll get serious about it. So back over to here. I don't necessarily need to save it. I know exactly what I want to do with this. And I don't want to do it in the same one because clearly each child will get their version of it one way or the other. So I'm not going to save it. I'm going to open this one. I don't want to save that. So I've got it muted. I'm going to close down these two over here and then see if I can. Yeah. So this is where this is at. Oh, it's not loaded in yet, so I'm going to let it load in. No, I haven't heard from Darren today. I think he works a very, I don't want to say odd job. I know he works in some kind of a warehouse or distribution center, and I think their hours vary. It could be like a job I once had where you go to work at 5 in the morning, and there were some days you were off at 10, there were some days you were off at 8 o'clock at night. It just depended on the workload. And I haven't really asked him about it. So, but no Darren. So I'm thinking about, not so much on this one, but as these spin around, I've actually given some thought to, and here again, this is why I need a graphics card, because if I get a dedicated graphics card, I won't have this lag. But I've thought about, as these are spinning around, putting something in here and here, and then really, not so much that one, but I think it's this next panel, or maybe the next panel, or maybe the next panel, I don't know. So now it's not seeing the media, so what, oh, it's not seeing, this is a picture of Lorna and I, and I'm not sure why it's not seeing it, because it should be there, but this will be red too. It's got to be red if it's not seeing it. Oh, right there it is. So I'm not sure why, that's the picture right there. So why it's not seeing that in there, I have no clue. But this must not be the one I'm thinking of, because I have another version of this. But anyway, I'm thinking about doing that. I haven't decided yet. I've got to find a dedicated folder so that I don't have that issue right there, because it's clearly right here. And if I open the file location, it shows that it's where it's supposed to be, which is in the media pool. And it's in DaVinci. Oh, it's over on my, well, it's there. That's crazy. Desktop DaVinci Resolve Data. DaVinci Resolve Data. Yeah, it's right there. So who knows? And I'm not forking out $299 to fix any of these little problems. I'm going to save my money, get me a decent graphics card at some point in time. Huh. No wonder it's so quiet. I don't have a tab opened up. So one of the shows I watched on CBS called SEAL Team, as of yesterday, is now going to go over on Paramount Plus. And I know why I know why it's going to Paramount Plus. I was able to catch an episode of it already that's going to be showed next week. They did a preview thing. I don't have Paramount Plus, but they did a preview thing, and the only difference is they are now going to be swearing in the show. I was really bummed out when they switched it over to Paramount Plus. It's one of the few military shows I follow. It's about the SEALs, obviously, and it's, from what I see and what I've researched, it's relatively realistic. I've watched several. Yeah, Chris Garrett. We all know Chris. In fact, I'm surprised Chris isn't here. Or is Chris here and I just missed him? Might be apologizing here pretty soon. But I can find it. I found it this morning, and I watched not only last night's episode off of CBS, but I watched the one on Paramount Plus. So hopefully that little link will remain active for a long while. Either that or I'll pay for Paramount Plus. Yeah. Yeah, let's not go down that road. Have Flipper, the dolphin we all grew up watching on TV, become a Navy SEAL. Oh my gosh, I can hear the flack on that now. So it's clouding up. It's clearly a sign I'm not going to get anything done today, which means I could be live later this afternoon if I can think of something that I really want to do. I know what I really want to do. I want to figure out why the heck that is showing up there, and it's showing up under here, but it's saying media offline there. It's crazy. Alright, Gary, lunch is over. Get back to work. Joking. And honestly, though, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Don't work too hard at work. Probably see you later on in the week somewhere. I'm sure I'll be streaming later on in the week. So, well, I can't go to the old age card because there will be those that tell me, yes, I have hidden folders checked to show, yes, that I do have that. There should not be any, folders hidden. View, hidden items. Yeah, see, when I uncheck it, some go away. Then when I check it, then I gain 1, 2. I gain 3 back. Why is program data hidden? That's kind of odd. So program files 86, and then when I do the hidden, program data is actually hidden. And I find that to be really strange. Windows holographic devices. That's new. Oh yeah, I've got permission. I got permission. As bad as the stupid cat I got. So I don't know if I should delete them or not. I really don't. I'm still on the fence on that. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. I think Gary left already. He was on his lunch break. So, it is what it is. Did we have anything from Doug this morning? A new Tech Tales or anything or whatever he's doing nowadays? Let's go see if anything new shows up. I don't trust notifications anymore. It's so screwy. It shows I'm subscribed. It shows I've got notifications going, but I rarely get it. In fact, I get notification literally hours after the fact. I watched this one the other night, and it was probably 2.5, 3 hours later. I got the stupid little notification down here pop up. So that was crazy. I don't get that at all. And I've been reminded that you have to have two-factor authentication now, and I forgot all about doing that with Doug. Again, I'd go to the old age card, but there will be those that will tell me I'm not that old, and in many ways I'm not that old. I'm only 62, but then again I am 62, so not at all what I pictured when I was younger what 62 would be like. And I'm not sure if I'm complaining or I like it. Or a little bit of both. I don't know. So, Chris, are you here? I'm guessing not. I don't see anything in the chat room. Right, yeah, he did say that he was going back. He was on his lunch hour. So, it's 1:15. How long have I been yammering? Anybody? Right at an hour. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We were up to 4 people at one time. Not that I don't know that I trust all what this says or not. So, yeah, too long. Yeah, good point. Good point. I still think I'll do something on Windows 11. Now, why would I do something on Windows 11? I know absolutely nothing about Windows 11 except I don't want Windows 11. So you're asking yourselves, why would I do something on Windows 11? Uptime. Anyone, Windows 11, why would I do a video on Windows 11? Better yet, what would the Windows 11 video be like? Because I don't know, other than it's out and people are putting it on their machines. And I'm not putting it on my machine, the one that's eligible. Not until November 1st, 2025. Anyone? Bueller? Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you since nobody wants to take a guess. Because it will increase it'll get me views. To incite a riot. No, I don't think it would incite a riot. I think it would... I'd probably get a lot of views, but that'd be about it. Would not gain any subscribers whatsoever. I'm up to 22. Next immediate goal is 25. I just set these little goals here and there. But no. If you think about it, here, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So Doug did a thing on Windows 11 Friday, or 3 weeks ago. He's got 7.1 thousand views. He just did one Friday night, which I believe was this one right here. It's got 350 views. There was another one that had 5,000. Yeah, right here. Windows 11 method 1 of 2, the fresh install, 5.3 thousand views. I must be missing something on what hashtag or exclamation uptime is. So, but yeah, that's the only reason. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm not even going to go get a computer to put Windows 11 on just to play around with it. I'm not going to build a virtual machine to put Windows 11 on to play around with it. I did do that with Windows 10 then. I did have a virtual machine and I played around with it for a while. But it took me the better part of 6 years to put Windows 10 on my machines. And only then it took no more support for Windows 7 for me to do it. And that'll probably be about the same scenario for me to get Windows 11. We will cross that bridge when the time comes. So, Insider Riot, yeah, YouTube Riot, there you go. That'll be cool. Somebody at the door? I heard a knock, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. I got to take her to work here in about a half hour anyway, so let me jump over to here. Tony Wallow, thank you for being here. Sane Goat, Blackwatch, Gary, I know you're not with us, RM, and anybody else I might have missed. I appreciate it. If you have my email, email me ideas on what we should do on a live stream. I'm open to just about anything. Blackwatch, keep it clean. And we'll chat again later. Maybe we'll do a Zoom later today. Who knows? Bye for now. Thanks for being here.